Am I good?
You're good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NBC Sports once again for Interzone Round 3, Zone 12 versus Zone 4. Apologies for the late start. Just a couple of fun things. Facebook's sadly kicked me off again, so I'll have to be pretty vigilant about that. Anyway, I have a special guest for everyone. A well-known name and voice, especially around bowls in New South Wales and around the country, Mr. Peter Dive. Welcome.
Hello, Two Shoes. Great to be back. Great to be back here, and especially watching my Zone 12, up against Zone 4. 2 matches for Zone 12, 2 wins so far, so should be a very interesting game, of course, with the change of rules due to the wet weather yesterday afternoon, and it's only the semi-finals tomorrow, so Zone 12 hopefully to get through, but, you know, I'm sure Zone 4 will be very competitive.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. We've got, a team of stars here, frankly, for Zone 12. Healey, Nick, Cahill, Jayden, Gebbie and Michael Phillips from Zone 12 against Blake, Bradtke, Anthony Fisher, Daniel, Stanley and Stephen Galvin, which should be something else. I think I've spelt Stephen's name wrong there. I'll just fix that. No, I didn't. I got it right. Excellent. So it's going to be a monster of a day. I think we're in the second end.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, unfortunately, or I should say for Zone 4, they picked up a 4 on the first end, so just getting used to the new live stream, new green here, and on the live stream rink. Changed around from yesterday, and it's come across a little bit further towards the middle of the green as well, so it's Zone 12 are holding 1 there with the purple bowl of Jayden Gebbie's the second. Looks like there could be 2 even. The Jack-Eye bowl to the left could be the green.
Yeah,
the grey there.
The distinctive colours on the bowls and the stickers will make it easier for us, mate. And this one, it was pretty close last time.
Yeah.
Back bowl's the key. So while they're doing this, I'll just run through and have a look at the ladders, which is all important. As we know, taking out the qualifying rounds means that qualifying finals means that only the top team gets through. In Section 1, Zone 2 is on top with 18. Zone 1 and Zone 8, still a possibility to jump them with a 9-1 win on either rink, but a bit of a challenge for them both. And Zone 9 at the bottom on 2 shots probably won't make it through, 2 points. In this section, Zone 12 on top with 19. Zone 15 can jump them if Zone 12 lose this game. Zone 5 and 4 rounding at the bottom and probably won't make it. 16 is leading in Section 3 over at Dundas on 10 points. Actually, that's probably wrong because they haven't updated their scores yet. We'll get onto that later when they update them. So what do we have there? That was 2 to 12?
Yep.
You nearly said St John's Park.
No, who? Me? No.
In here wearing your bright red zone.
I've got me Zone 12. I got me St John's Park jumper.
Yep.
Yeah, but I've got Zone 12 face. But I'll be fair to Zone 4, don't worry.
Don't have to be.
No, that's all right.
Good. People are climbing on board and getting onto this. This is what we need. And I'll get some scoreboards updated for you very, very soon.
Yeah, it should be very interesting in the other section here. Zone 2 up against Zone 9. Zone 9 very competitive. Got a lot of players from their senior side that won the Interzone earlier this week in that team. Very experienced. As there we see another great opening bowl by Michael Phillips.
He's had a pretty good run, Michael Phillips. He's, from what I've heard, around talking to all the players, he's got a good reputation, strong lead, really good draw bowler. Not someone I'd want to face in a singles game.
No. Part of the Australian squads now. I think he's part of the emerging Jackaroos.
Yeah.
Has been a player in the state under 25s for a number of years and a great junior. So he's come through into the senior ranks and has adapted quite well. Changed from Merrylands over to Cabramatta and played in their platinum side. So 2 excellent starts there.
So we'll see the score up there. Is the bottom right is correct. I haven't got the other scoreboards up yet, but just to keep you informed as to what's going on. that 4 on this rink to zone 4 is a big deal. 4-2 after 2 here.
Jayden Gebbie, I'm pretty sure he's got Henselite XGs. Just a bit quick here.
Where the duos, they look like XGs.
Yep.
Carl Healey standing in front of one of the scoreboard, so I can't see it.
Yeah, I will be right.
0-2 after 2 on the far one. The great Carl Healey, I should say, the professor.
Very professional, Carl. Very, very professional in the way he goes about things. Just needing to drop 1.5 meters here, Jayden. Let's get around the front. He'll count. Looking pretty good here with his weight adjustment. And fantastic shot. Great shot.
Just perfect. Absolutely dropped that beautifully onto the jack.
See if Daniel Stanley can make his adjustment here and wait in line. Needs to get beat the back bowl at least if he can. There's still 3 here to zone 12. I'd say there'd be another backhand draw here for young Nick Cahill. Or Carl, I'm not sure how they say it. I don't know if it's a Nicky.
Cahill's how I say it.
Yeah, I'll just call him Nick. He's got a wide set of arrows today. I think he went at his tighter set. I think he's gone to his Optimas today.
Yeah, has used space before, from what I've seen. It's which is not something I see on Australian greens very often.
Oh, really?
Those 4 coloured, 4 different colours on them, but not using them today, obviously.
Anthony Fisher's. This is a tight side, I believe. What I've heard from the players, this left-hand side or the ditch side of the green, just a bit tighter.
Yeah, I was just reading a report earlier of how much rain we've had over the Sydney Basin. Some coastal suburbs getting 112 to 170 mil of rain overnight.
Yeah, Observatory Hill, which is right in near Sydney Harbour Bridge, got 145 mil.
There you go.
And out this way, up around about anywhere between 50 and 70 mil, which is in the old scale 2 to 3 inches, 145, 6 inches. So it just needs to hold on here a little bit. Anthony, it could be Tony. Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah, what an Anthony Fisher. What a ripper.
I'm sure people will tell us if it's Anthony or Tony.
I don't doubt that at all. So I'm just going to be a little bit distracted here for a sec, Divey. I'm going to put in my application to say, oi, stop removing my stuff. It's getting a bit silly.
It's a great shot, and he probably got it back to 1 down. Carl Healey just trying to arrive, but as you can see, that's very tight down there with a bit of weight. Probably a bit too quick. Just needs to crack an egg on the shot, or the blue and yellow, or what you could say the Parramatta football team colours.
They do look Parramatta-ish, don't they?
Oh, West
Coast Eagles.
West Coast Eagles, and had unfortunately got beat by the Saints last night.
No one's supporting them.
I remember you go for the Eagles, mate. I would like forehand here from Carl. He can hit the front bowl with a grey. A little touch of the blue and yellow and white onto the jack and bring it back for 2 towards the grey. He's gone to the backhand for a bit of safety. Just that's coming back quite nicely there with his XGs. Blake. Still going the backhand, must be going for some weight here, trying to sit the purple, some sort of a channel. But it's not, it's 1 to zone 12, and they now lead on this rink. Although, I should say, it's now 3-4 after 3 ends.
Well, after dropping a 4, they've got the next 2 ends. So yeah, I've had to do a bit of a workaround on Facebook this morning and broadcast from a different computer, which is possible, but it's painful, just with another silly little copyright question coming through.
Oh, well, we'll fix that up, mate. Don't worry. I'm sure you will, and your technical geniuses. Reasonably long length here. Players playing the wider hand. Being on the tiffy. And the greens are in, considering the amount of rain, I must congratulate Mick Harry, greenkeeper here, and his team. Great job. Greens are in excellent condition. Great grass cover. Very good speed considering the heavy rain. And another great shot here by Michael Phillips. Let's see if Stephen Galvin can make his adjustment with weight and line. I think he's done it with his line, but I'm not sure if he's going to be there. Well, it's still running on. Well, that's tremendous speed in these greens.
Yeah, you talked before about the recovery. We talked about the rain. They've really picked up. It's a light breeze that's really kicked across. The clouds are looking pretty dark out there.
No rain here, mate.
No rain coming. That's it. We do knock on wood.
Nah. Here's another terrific shot. Well played, Jayden Gebbie. The way the breeze, I'm a local here, Two Shoes, and the breeze is out of the south-southwest. You won't get much rain out of southwest. It's got cold breeze. Yesterday it was out of the southeast, and that's where we get the rain, which is over your left shoulder here. When they're in here in the Bowls office. So we should be pretty good.
So I'm going to show that in a sec once this bowl comes to rest.
Just running
back down on the
Daniel.
tee.
Yep. So
you can see the breeze there on the just blowing the flags around a little bit.
Pennants,
not
so that's a southwester,
Mm-hmm.
and the rain comes from behind those trees, and it won't come in here today. So I don't expect much, if anything. The bowl by there, behind there by Jayden Gebbie. Still holding 2 here, zone 12. Young Daniel just needs to just dropped a little bit of weight here. I think he's dropped too much, unfortunately. Yep. Sometimes you concentrate on your line so much you forget about the most important part, which is your weight. So
yeah, focus on one thing or the other. So the last time we'll have zones. Regions come next. So a lot of these zone outfits have actually become collector's items.
Well, I was actually talking to our zone committee earlier today, and they said they'll stay in for 1 more year, this uniform, and then the following year that they'll go back into the regions. So we don't have to change next year. Of course, the ladies will need a new uniform with the interzone next year when that comes on board, and that'll be being played at the same time as the open interzone.
Here we go.
Well, that drifted out, that bowl.
Didn't it?
Young Nick just needs another yard here. Beat the green jack high. If he doesn't, he splits the 2 light green bowls here of zone 4. Beats the back one to be a great shot. Well, he's turning that over. He's made 4, possibly 5.
Wow. You see how animated Brad got then, just jumping up because he's seen the 4 and gone, that's a worry.
And he wants a bit of weight here on this backhand. But I don't know if he's got the weight again here. Anthony Fisher.
Former Zone 7 lad, now living up out in Orange.
Is he?
Yeah.
A bit of a change. Carl's got plenty of room here. He's got two options on the backhand, I would think. Draw to the dark green bowl jack high to count, or if he's a little bit quicker, it won't matter. He's going to fill into a nice hole. Just needs to get to the grey. Turning that over, which is his own. It could be in the count. A couple of big bowls here for Blake Bradtke. Still there for Carl. Either side, whatever hand he wants to play.
So just let everyone know we are not live on Facebook anymore. They've taken this one down as well.
Oh, okay. We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube only. So message will go out on Facebook shortly.
Well, unfortunately for Carl, that drifting hand. So we're definitely on YouTube.
100% on YouTube.
Okay. It's looking good here. Blake, up and over. Doesn't want the hole, though. He's got second shot, third shot. That's well played. Probably 4 or 5 down there. Got it back down to 2 down. So that's another 2. And they hit the front here, zone 12. And they now lead 5-4 after 4 ends.
5-4.
Yep.
It's exciting. Dropped the first end and then won the next 3, in fact. Next 4, sorry, my apologies. After 4 ends? No, 4 ends. Come on, Ben, do your math. And I'll get that big board score for you as well. Just busy trying to write an appeal at the moment. We've got to do these things quickly so we can get back as quickly as we can.
Gone T to T here now. Zone 12.
Oop, I thought I had control of that. Sorry, everyone.
What did you have for lunch, mate?
Prawns. Prawn tacos are good too, by the way. Good food here at NBC Sports. No complaints.
Well, that's a sensational opening bowl there by Michael Phillips. Tremendous reply by Stephen Galvin.
Yeah, he's done very, very well. These leads, again, I love watching the leads play in a fours game. They get 2 bowls each. It's a hell of a thing to be able to draw just to a jack based with only 2 bowls. And they
best game. Lead sets the game up. So many people in a fours game that lead sets the game up. You can get your leads in seconds. On and around it, building the head. Up front's where they win the games. So, unfortunately, on the change over there, Mickey's just gone into the ditch. So you'll find sometimes on the narrower side that the bowler actually run more. It stays on its running surface more when on the tighter hand. So you probably get an extra yard or yard and a half on the narrow side. So Jayden on his backhand. Just needing to drop here. He's got a very good bowl. Just outside, third shot. Let's see how Daniel Stanley goes on this. He looks like he's got a nice set of arrows. Will it drop for him?
Yeah, they flash down the green, don't they? Looks pretty... No, they slow up really quickly. Having played in the other direction, there hasn't been as much foot traffic down here near the tee on this end. Especially the rinks were quite a fair way in.
Yeah.
And so this is... so that it'll be still a little bit slower at the end. Gav Burson was telling us that earlier.
Oh, I still think they're in pretty decent conditions here with the speed and everything. Just unfortunately crashing there, Jayden Gebbie. Have a chance here on the backhand here for zone 4. Sit the bowl out. Hit the bowl onto the jack and take it back to his own bowl here, Daniel Stanley. I think he's pretty tight though, unfortunately, on that hand.
Yeah, that's not coming back. The mouse is coming through very loud through this microphone. I do apologise for that. I can hear it clicking in my ear.
You must be bashing it, are you?
Well, maybe I'm getting a bit cranky.
Nice draw here for Nick. It's probably a little bit wide unless he's trying to get back to the back bowl. If he matches the back bowl, it's a cracking shot. That is a great shot. Brilliant shot there by Nick Cahill.
Absolutely what he was told to do.
I'm sure somebody will tell me it's Cahill or Carl. Well, I'll call him Nick so I don't get in trouble.
Jess French, no, we're not sadly live on Facebook. Thanks, Kenta. Yeah, we're same problem as the other day. It's the only thing I'll say about it, and got told not to complain too much about Facebook.
A little bit tighter here, Nick. He's got the right weight. He should be very close to the jack. Just running through. Won't hurt back there. A little bit of protection there for zone 12. Better grass here for Fisher. Just gonna be underneath, but you'll get. Notice they've got second and third here, 12. I should say zone 4. Second and third. Carl needs another bowl in the head here for zone 12.
All right, so we haven't discussed who's in the other two teams, and I guess we should. There's some great names in there. I'll just pull that up now. So the rink next door, which is rink 23, it's Dave Ferguson, Ben Twist, Joe Clark, and the greatest name in bowls, Bo Prado. I love saying that name.
Do you?
And next door, Michael Wentz, Mark Dwyer, Bradley Lamont, and Blake Strudwick. And on the far rink, Brett Spur, Nathan Wise, Benjamin Winther, Josh Berry against Mark Fitzallen. What does that name sound familiar to me?
Which one? Matty Goodwin?
No, Mark Fitzallen, Matty Goodwin, Brent Piper, and Troy Brown.
Carl Healey needing an extra yard here. Or metre.
You can say yard, mate. It's fine. The demographic will be fine.
Do it for both. He's just gone through. How attacking can Blake be here? He can take the shot bowl out. Should be up to this. A bit of weight. Try to sit the bowl out. Get the edge of it. He's very close. Can he get the bowl?
Oh,
yes. He has. Great shot.
Punched it through. They're holding one now in that top right. And one down.
Yep. We are now 5 all on after 5.
Beautiful ball.
Should be interesting to see what length they're going to play. Just a little bit shorter here. Gone to a medium length.
So I'll just try to update some scores. Make sure I get all the rinks.
I can see 3-1 and 5-0 on the others.
Oh, you got great eyes. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Ferguson's up 3-1 and Spurs up 5-0. There you go. 3-1 after 3. Anyway, just running through there. Tremendous shot again by Michael Phillips. Wasn't a bad opener there by Steve Galvin. Couple of feet here for Michael Phillips. Just wanting to be to the head. Even if you draw a shot.
It's close. Very, very close here.
Well, they're two cracking lead bowls. Daniel needs a good bowl here. Get a bit of confidence for himself. Just started to struggle a bit. Different lines, different pace of this green to the other green. He was right there. Had the line then. Young Jayden. Just trying to get back to the back bowl here. Just a touch quick. Daniel just needs the same line here. Just another yard of weight on his forehand.
All right, we're up to date. Good. And I've submitted my appeal, which is lovely. We're definitely not.
Well, can you get the jack? Well played. Great shot there, Daniel Stanley. He's made two out of it.
Put number 5 here, aren't they? Came ready. You'd think just looking at especially just Carl Healey and Nick Cahill for a start that Zone 4 might struggle on this rink, but 5-all at the moment. Like I said, I know Anthony Fisher's not one to roll over and be defeated early.
Well, it's, you look at it, you're playing for pride here, Zone 4, or, that's their last match of the interzone here, and so it
he'll see himself soon.
Jeffrey Went, our manager.
Oh.
Great shot there by Anthony Fisher to make 3. So you got nothing to lose here for Zone 4. And, it's, a lot of teams also get themselves up for the bigger zones. They really turn those bowls there for Nicky.
Swing, don't they?
Yeah. That's why you find that they get themselves up against the stronger zones. He's on a good line here. Just run through, Willie. And but that's all right there.
Very good spot. Yeah, it's interesting. Good amount of people here today on a Sunday afternoon. No better place than NBC Sports or Dundas at the moment. If you're around in town, might as well come out and have a look.
I think Nick's going to drive here.
Jeez, he gets some backswing, doesn't he? Oh, clear run would have had it. Gets a remarkable backswing when he lines up. That's amazing.
There's another person that's bigger than that. I think it's, is it Hemi Palmer?
Hemi Palmer, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him driving the last couple of days out there for Zone 15. He gives it a real big wind-up.
Recent champion pairs.
Winner,
yeah, with Darren Morrison. 17-9 on the big board after 14. We'll try to keep the rink scores updated as they come through.
7-1 in the middle. Ferguson, 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting shot here for Blake. He's gone for cover. Don't know if Carl will drive.
He's got it in him. We saw it a lot at the single gender pennant I've seen it before at BPL. He's got that running shot in him.
He's driving. He's got something. He's got both bowls out and has stayed for one down. So still zone 4 have got one.
What a remarkable shot, even leaving that there. It
does
quick.
Happen, mate.
Oh, it's quick and lightning, dead straight.
Now, it's very important here for Blake to get second shot, because Cahill will go again if he's got second and third. You'll find that the top players, usually if they go once, they'll go again.
Yeah, it's tough to come back. Yep, he's gone again.
He's gone again. Looks very close. Only needs the edge. Oh, he got his own.
Oh, dear.
That's one to zone 4.
Takes them to 6. 6-5 after 6. So once again, viewers, the Facebook feed is down. I think they're providing live updates on the scores, but until this copyright thing is settled with Facebook, and I don't even know if they're open on a Sunday. I assume they are. There's just nothing we can do.
Some people out there might suggest that they've shut it down because I'm in commentary 2 shares.
It's a copyright claim now. If it hadn't happened before, then
it would be copyright.
Yeah. So I've been removed. It's even blocked my stuff. I can't send messages anyway either.
2 good opening bowls here. Stephen Galvin, one on the jack, one on, one behind, as a lot of people like to say. Good weight by Michael Phillips. A very good line again here. Just needs to arrive, Michael. Well, I call that usable. Let's see if Daniel Stanley can put another good bowl in. Second bowl last end was a cracking shot. Give him a bit more confidence. These 2 blokes like to have a conference.
Having a chat right in front of the camera, you think these blokes would know better.
I'm not sure about Blake. He wouldn't have had any exposure to the live stream. Cahill, of course.
The Perth Suns skipper.
Oh, yes.
That's my other great team from the Bowls Premier League. Oh, speaking of Bowls Premier League, how good St John's?
Well, the Sydney Saints. Yes. Yep. It's terrific news. I've been trying for a couple of years.
Yep.
So everybody associated with the board and Anthony Cotty, your great mate. Massive amount of work that they've done to get the Sydney Saints up for BPL for the next 2 seasons, including with the Geelong side as well.
Geelong Jets, which annoyed some of the Roman Terrace people, I can tell you. But I was speaking to...
I thought they would have called themselves the Cats or something like that, just after their football
associate
team.
Themselves, yeah. And they're pink too, which is interesting.
Pink?
Yeah.
Well...
But yeah, it was one of the first conversations I had with Anthony Cotty. It's not that long ago now, just a little over 18 months, I guess, when I first became the RBM 2 years ago.
Yep.
Was that he wanted me to take that to Bowls Australia and say these things when in one of my reports, but I think they were already well aware at that point. And wanted the BPL team, wanted some expansion, and I was so excited for Anthony when that word came through. Oh, look at this.
A little bit of love for Anthony Fisher. Make 2.
I was very excited for him.
Yeah, it's fantastic news for us, and we just got to work on who our players will be, and I'm sure that's already happening. The obvious choices. You know, there's Nick's coming on. Will he sit the bowl?
Right.
He's moved the jack, and one down still, I'd say.
Is that Nick Cahill?
Yeah, no, it'll be Blake's just in our way, unfortunately, viewers, but we'll have to get...
I'll go down there and give him a briefing. I'll leave you alone for a bit. Once they finish this end, I'll go up there and just tell Blakey to watch the camera.
A lot of worries.
Yeah, it's
It's
anyway,
great news for the
PPL,
Sydney Saints, and we'll announce, I'm sure, in due course about who the players will be once that's off.
Do you think Dawny will be torn, mate? She's a Moreton Bay Pirate at the moment.
Oh, she's a St John Saint first. Young Dawn as Nick drives and as misses. And there we can see now that Zone 4 are holding 2. Yeah, so that'll be... We'll see how that goes in the future.
Share it to speak to the team, speak to Trisha, maybe able to share that to
Don't want to disturb the head here, Blake. He's still in his forehand, I would think. He just wanted to try to disturb the jack or pop it out into the open. Just a nice, confident draw down here. Carl's really only got one shot, so he might open it up just a touch. No, that's perfect.
It's well blocked.
Yeah, I would think we're going to see one in the gun here. Carl Healey will be driving.
Ooh, little ghost on the green.
He's very close.
Jeez, he's accurate.
Oh, he's got still 2 for Zone 4. There you go.
Just showing Divey the logos, the pink Jets logo. It's a little bit cute, actually, Geelong.
Well, yeah.
It's a little bit, even the aeroplane's a bit bubbly.
Well, the big thing about
F-16.
Sydney Saints is at the moment that they've got a harder decision to make. And who's going to be the mascot or the mascots? Because there's about 6 people that have put their name up for the mascot, including myself.
Got a knight in shining armour. Oh, here we go.
Another driving again. He needs the edge. Oh, he might be 3 down now.
I'll zoom out there so I can
That's
see what
definitely
Nick says.
2. They're going to measure for the 3rd. It is 3.
Goodness, this is big on this rink. 9-5 after 7. Yep, that's right. 9-5 after 7 is definitely on the board there. That's good. 15-18 after 18. Nice and tight. Good game here. That's what we like to see. All right, I'm going to go run down and have a word with Blakey, mate. He's at this end now.
We'll just see what those other rink scores are.
No worries, I can jump around and have a squiz, hopefully. 3-5 on 5 on the far one.
Yep.
And the middle one is obscured. One at 3-7.
That'd be it. You'll see that now. Yeah, 3-7 after 5.
All right, all yours for a sec, Divey.
No worries. Just falling a yard short there, or a metre short there, both Steve's bowls. Let's see how much Michael Phillips can correct. Looks like his weight's pretty good. And he's right onto the jack, or just passing. Terrific correction there by Michael Phillips. So Zone 4 putting up a bit of a fight here, which is good. Good to see. Looks like there's a bit of pace on here for Daniel Stanley. Still one here to zone 12. Of course, the winner of these two sections will play in the semi-final here tomorrow morning. And of course, the winner of the two sections over at Dundas Sports will come across and play as well. And an excellent shot there by Jayden Gebbie to make it 2 for zone 12. So if you're in the local area tomorrow, come down and watch two cracking games in the semi-finals and the final in the afternoon. Weather forecast is good, but you can never know with the bomb. But it should be two cracking games tomorrow. Just sliding past there, Daniel Stanley.
Oh, God, it's cold out there. It's freezing outside.
That's why you got a lot of people that are sitting next to the heaters just here outside our commentary box.
They're not wrong.
Can he make it 3 here? No, he doesn't want the jack, and he touched the jack. Just ran through there for Gebbie.
So couple of St John's is there, yep.
Yep.
The St John's, see, I've been doing it since zone 12.
I haven't said St John's. It's actually technically 2 to Cabramatta, but we'll say it's zone 12. Let's see. It's Anthony Fisher. Well, that looks like a very tight line, unfortunately, there. Good, not bad on his weight. A couple of feet of room here for young Nick. The way he's bowl swoop 2 shoes, I think this would be very, very, very close.
I'd agree. The weight looks pretty good to there. Yeah, wonderful. Jeffrey Platt's on the line here just saying, good old 30-day ban. No, this time it's only a 24-hour. I've had a 3-day ban last time, but we actually went live through Andrew Lynn's account, and it didn't work. So we're done.
Just short. Do it again. Carl says to Nick to make it 4. He's out there again. Slightly wider. And I'd say might be a touch quicker. Falls over, and I don't think it's in the count. Still plenty of room here for Blake. Be interesting to see. Just a nice open draw in the forehand. Grey bowl, the grey bowl just short of jack high on the left is a terrific guide. Has his weight.
That's what it's down to. I think he's on a perfect track.
Gets a jack.
Oh,
that was close.
That was very close.
That might be a bit tight there for Carl. Yeah. Tight and no weight.
Well, the last 2 ends he's had four runs through the head, so he's maybe the weight needs to be refound for Carl. He's a good enough player to be able to do it, of course.
Well, that's a great observation there, 2 shoes. Yep, he's had 4 drives. So, coming back to the drives back to the draw is the hardest shot, I believe, in the book. But this is a class of the man to make it 5 and to be the shot.
Oh, he's amazing. Don't often replay the draw shots, but I'll do it for this one. Oops, that's a wrong button. Let's try this one instead. Here it comes. That's an immaculate draw. The first one was short and crossed the head after a series of runs through, and this one here just dropping beautifully in front. So a big multiple. That was 4. Did I see?
4 or 5? Yep.
We'll have a look.
4.
So I'm going to say 4 before I have a look. Yep, 9 all after 8. Next door, 3-11 after 6. So that might be the problem rink for Zone 4. I'm going to put 111. That would have been terrible.
Oh, you can put 111 up. I don't mind. For Zone 12. No, I couldn't do that. Great opening bowl there by Mick Phillips again. Michael Phillips right on the jack. Toucher. He has been sensational the last day and a half.
Yeah, you've watched them over the last day and a half.
Yeah, I was here yesterday morning watching before the rain, and I was here this morning. Love cheering on my fellow zone.
You do love the bowls too, mate.
I don't mind bowls. Yeah, I don't mind bowls. 2 cracking bowls there by Mickey. Yep. When you play well with Carl, if you get a handshake, you played great. He loves the handshake, Carl. That's one thing about Carl. He'll give you a high five, but if you get the handshake, you've played brilliant.
All right, let's see if these scores have started on the other rinks, and they... Looks like they have. I don't know what... Zone 7, Zone 6, no score on there. Did they decide not to play? Can they do that?
Sorry. Just a bit quick here for Daniel Stanley. But it could be second shot, I'd say. Jayden Gebbie needs to correct here a yard. He's just over-corrected, unfortunately.
All right, scores are rotating beautifully on the top left. Every single ladder, amazingly important. Every single game has a chance to the finals, except for Zone 6 and Zone 7, who aren't playing.
They've had 2 losses.
Yeah, not booked in accommodation, decided to go home. That's my zone too. I'm not happy.
Well, it's a bit of a drive down to south.
Play the game. That's what you're here for.
You know, you're looking at, what, Huskies a couple of hours, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2.5 to 3 hours from here.
But you would have had people from Merimbula.
Yeah, I don't care.
How far is Merimbula?
Close to 8.
From here? Yeah. Just needs to beat the wing bowl here, Nick. He's done it. He could have made 2 out of that. Could be 2 or 3. So, be a couple. I'd be surprised there's a bit of weight here from Zone 4. Yep. That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't want to take his own out.
And he did.
He did. Carl's showing 2. Just play the same sort of shot here, Nick. Just get back to the green. If he sits it, that's okay. Great effort there. You'll see, being a lot of the top grade players, they get to ask the players to stay on the same hand, even if they've missed it. You'll see them stay on the. You've seen that over the live stream a lot. As Anthony's just running through here. But they usually ask him to play the same hand. It's only a slight correction in the grass or a slight correction in their weight.
Exactly right. There's no point turning over if you just miss you. Only if there's something in your way.
Yeah.
And then it's the only reason I'd suggest. Is it not auto-turning? It was. Should be. Every 7 seconds. Come on. Yep, there it goes.
Does that stay there?
Yeah, the title will stay there.
Yep. Carl just needing to reach the green of Nick's.
He's done it well.
He's done and flopped it over to make it a little bit of protection there. I'd say he's made 3. Like Bradtke driving. It's going to hit the front bowl. Everything's really protected here for zone 12, so he can do it again. Make another. How's your weight here, Carl? I don't think you've got it. He'd be disappointed in that shot.
It's unusual for him, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit less weight here for Blake. Might give it a chance to turn. He might be onto the shot bowl here, or the jack.
Well,
it's rebounded forward for 3 down.
Yeah, since the last 2 weeks, I think I've seen more jacks move forward than I've seen at any period in bowls. So we're at 9-12 on 9. Well, after 9.
Yep.
The camera's getting worse. Looking forward to getting all this kit home and doing some maintenance and some cleanups over the next week.
This is the last event for a little while.
Yeah, I've got a couple of days and then I'm off to Berry for the long weekend.
Oh, yep.
Bomaderry, actually. This Berry Bowling Club's holding a tournament, but at Bomaderry, called the King's Cup.
Yep.
Australian Open kicks off very shortly.
You going up for that?
No, I didn't get a gig, but and I decided not to take the time off to go up and play. I certainly haven't had enough practice over the last couple of months anyway. But and then we're up to Eslong for the
Number ones,
the Open Gender Pennants.
At the end of June, the last weekend of June, the number 1 pennants will be on Bowls New South Wales live stream. There should be some cracking bowls in that.
It's going to be amazing, the games.
Terrific adjustment there by Michael Phillips again.
It's amongst my favourite formats of the game. So a lot longer here, by the way.
Yeah, nearly gone T to T. It's a tactic that certain players like to use. I'll just leave it at that. Certain players like to use the T to T.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's a very Raymond Terrace thing. I really, really like to play that. It's almost the whole club does, in fact.
Yeah. Great shot, Jayden Gebbie. Making 2, turning Mickey Phillips' bowl onto the jack. Looks like it's a bit skinny there by Daniel.
Still watching it pretty intently, but I think you're right. He's going to, well, I don't know.
Just cut.
Weight was spectacular.
Yeah, jack high. Not a bad loop again here by Jayden. Just got to get to his own bowl. Make 3.
No,
he's done it.
It's even bounced in a little bit too. Hit and run.
Slide and glide.
Slide and glide. Someone called 6-7's happy to hear you back on the live stream, mate. Someone called 6-7 because we don't get names on YouTube. We get usernames or nicknames.
Well, it's great to be back. 2 shoes. You know how much I love the commentary, and
damn right.
Just thought I'd be here and say hello and come in and see if you needed a helping hand. And
always better with 2 of us rather than just 1.
Yeah. So love getting behind the microphone. Do it a lot for St John's Park, and probably going to do it for the region in the future. So, Zone 12 region. We've got so many great players there, and great bowl by Nick here, putting a backwood in. And especially with the ladies now coming in board, we've got all our ladies coming in board as well, so it's extremely strong in that area as well. So
Anthony's gone quick, but not that quick.
He hit his own bowl fat, so holding a good 3 here, Zone 12. Pretty good loop here again by Nick. Anything underneath this, doesn't want to hit the light green bowl, but okay, we'll just draw nearly close to the shot.
Just do it dead. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Get the right weight here, Anthony Fisher. He can sit the bowls, but unfortunately, he's kicked a goal.
I thought he had a little edge there, actually. I thought, geez, it's going to kick across onto the jack, but not quite. And he was close. I saw it on his face, just on different cameras. I'm looking at scoreboards, and they're all up to date. He had a pretty good little grin on his face as he put that out, and then it slowly fell as it got closer to the head.
There's not much on here for Zone 4. Blake will have to try to split the two bowls, two closest. Mm-hmm. There's a change over on the board there for you, mate.
Yep, 4-12 after 8.
On the Ferguson ring. Cahill can play any type of shot here. Nice good draw shot. That's uncharacteristic by Cahill. But still, it's only just missed the count.
Yeah, it looks like a bad bowl. It really wasn't.
No.
Geez, they're really driving, aren't they? Really hitting these hard.
Well, there's nothing behind for Zone 4.
Mm.
So, he's always, if he gets the bowl onto the jack, there's nothing behind for him. So, it's not much on except for maybe the split, the green and the grey bowl, and then run onto the jack himself. And as you can see, Carl's just putting in some more cover, holding 4 and got the best 2. He might just have to play some sort of like a swinging weighted shot here. But he needs the weight, 2 shoes.
Yep. Bounce, maybe. Nope.
Nope. And that's another 4. And Zone 12 now skip out to 16-9. And they go 4-3-4.
Yeah, it's big, isn't it, that you don't like dropping multiples to start with, and their multiples gets worse.
Yeah. 11 shots in 3 ends.
36-19 on that big board after 27. These are 21-end games each rink. 63 ends is what we're after. Whoever's ahead at the end of that will be the winner of the game, obviously. Now, Zone 12 wins this, guarantees them a spot in the semi-finals tomorrow morning. They have put themselves in that position. They likely, if they win this, they'll win all 3 games and go straight through. Who they play, I don't know.
Zone 2, if they win their section.
There you go. That'll be big.
Huge game.
Big Tomo asking if there's a Zone 6 score. The answer is no. They're not playing, mate.
Another cracking 2 bowls by Michael Phillips.
He's amazing.
He is putting on an exhibition here and gets the handshake from Healey.
Just the perfect set of lead bowls. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of pressure on Steve Galvin.
Carl there asking that, giving the orders, but also all smiles, these lads.
Oh, there'd be some cheat going on from the sideline, I'm sure.
Yes.
Probably from our chairman of selectors, I'd say, more than likely. Nothing wrong with that by Jayden Gebbie, giving him backwood. A bad reply by Daniel Stanley. And I suppose tomorrow, Two Shoes, you'd have the other section semi-final on the live stream.
Everyone will be here. Live stream, I actually, once again, don't really know. Let's have a look.
I'm sure you and Andrew will be probably the other section. Yes, I would think that'd be correct.
He's behind me so he can tell me. You don't watch Zone 12 again.
No,
right.
I don't think anybody would like to see watch Zone 12 again.
The other mob. Section 3 or 4, which is, well, it's not going to be 7 or 6. 13 and 16 playing for their position. Both of them well within reach.
Yeah, that'd be a cracking game over there at Dundas, 16 against 13. A little bit of a local rivalry.
Yeah.
Right next to each other, those two zones. 13 being on the Southern Shire and 16 down in the Illawarra. I'm sure we know who's one person will be going for that. I'm sure Andrew will be hoping 16 can get through.
That's it. Well, it's
another
pretty
great
local
shot.
Yeah, brilliant.
Another
local one to me, mate, as well. It says 16 there, close. I'm pretty close to there.
Oh, yes, you're down a bit further.
So be into that.
I think the other one would be 10, would be close.
Well, 16's up at the moment, 33-25. Zone 10, yeah, looking the goods, 31-25 as well at the moment. And they're sitting pretty on top. Who are they playing against? Whoops, I'm getting... Marlene just delivered me drinks because she's a damn legend, this woman. Thank you.
Just going to be under here a little bit, but if he gets to his own bowl, they're holding 4 again here, zone 12. Big bowl here for Anthony Fisher. It looks like he's overcorrected with weight, though.
Yeah. Little edge means he can move that one, but I don't take it out of the count, is the question.
Yeah, it's still 3.
I've got to finish this appeal off. Maybe a sec.
Just having a look to see if they've got where's 4th shot related. Carl might just try to draw on the forehand here under the yellow and blue bowl. It's the tightest side. You can get to the shot. And if he's underneath, the jack-eye bowl to the right, he's holding him up for another shot or two, so it'll be interesting. He can play either way. On his forehand, trying to sit the bowl out for shots here. He's not far away, Carl. Any part of it, he's got it.
Oh, yeah.
He's made 4. Terrific shot.
What do you do against that?
Not much.
Get a lot closer is, I guess, the only chance. But if he's bashing you around, wow, it's just unreal.
All you can do is just try to draw and cut it down here, Blake. Unfortunately, he's going to get to the... He might have got second shot out of that. Be close. If not, he's got made third. He has got second shot. Brilliant.
Excellent. And Carl want to clean that one out too by the looks. That's what Nick just said.
Well, he can. If he's slightly wide here, two shoes, he can get onto the grey, which he'll get to the jack and just pop it back into a little pocket there, a 4. So, but he might be a bit tight there, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. He's got second shot. Interesting.
Might play a bit of weight down on the forehand. That to me is too wide.
He's walked off the mat, turned his back to it. It's not even... I don't even think the weight was there.
They're looking at 1. The old mediator. The tape measure.
The tape measure, yeah. It's
you want it, you measure it.
That's exactly right. Oh, you claiming that? Well, you show me.
No, it's 2.
2.
It is 2.
Another multiple.
And they scoot out to 18-9.
Not messing around. These blokes are getting through the ends.
Yes, they are. Carl's been the last off the last couple of games, so...
We had 11 ends in about an hour, so yeah, that's quick. End every 10 minutes or so. It's getting messy on that big board though for zone 4. 40-20.
Going back to the T to T again. A lot of success in this T to T length. They've scored... We got 13 shots in the last 4 ends. So that's better by Steve.
So 18-9 after 11 on this rink.
Yep.
Far rink says 8-7 after 10. So that's pretty tight.
Yep.
Middle rink. I can't see on this camera.
14-4.
14-4. I'm assuming to zone 12.
Yeah, 9. Marching through there a little bit. That might be in the ditch.
Yeah, really searching.
And it is. The backhand draw here for Jayden. Just needs to get to the grey. You can use off the grey. Just like that for the shot. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Right in behind. Perfectly weighted.
Might be a bit tight there by Daniel. Well, you might ask for a repeat performance here, Carl. That's not a bad loop again here by Jayden. Just depending on his weight. Usually people... Oh, he's made 2. Usually you fall a yard shorter or more when you walk after it.
But,
yeah, I find it a lot of people like to walk after their bowls, and they're usually a yard or 2 shorter than what they want to be.
I just get up a little too quick, maybe.
You going to get the slide? He's hit it fat. Pretty hard. It's going to be interesting here for Nick. He's got wide set of bowls, so you might want to try to Draw through the light green, either side of it. He's only drawing, so he's not going to really have much damage. So
did you say the ditch side's a narrower hand, do you think?
Yeah, oh yes.
Yeah.
Right-hand side of screen's definitely narrower. Nick really needs to send this out. He's got a really tight, wide set of arrows. He's just going to crash. Well, that's only one now for zone 12. Blake wants it up through the head. Unfortunately, a bit rushed.
Yeah, didn't take any time on the mat. Just went straight into his into his bowl.
Yeah, into his delivery.
I'm asking some questions. What happened? What do I do now?
Same sort of bowl, two shoes. You know, get it out there. He can actually come back the way he bowls swing, get back to the second shot.
That window's definitely there now with that one out of the way. And if he touches this again...
Like...
Oh.
That's close.
That's close, yes.
That's all right. Carl can draw to that. Anthony or Tony needs to get into this with a bit more positivity. And he has, but he's just going straight. Got to be hitting the target there, two shoes.
Yep, agreed. It's interesting. The zone 4 is playing very aggressively, and maybe it's a confidence thing at the same time. You know what I mean? There was shots on, probably on the other hand, narrow line for his shot, for his bowls under that front bowl on the ditch side onto the jack at a draw rate. I didn't really see the value in a smash there at all.
Yeah, the weighted shot was it was a bit heavy, and he could have easily got the gap and taken himself out and been 3 down there. So interesting to see what Carl plays. I'd say the positive draw here. Try to get on the trying to get to Nick's bowl on the running surface. On the inside one. Oh, that's a fantastic attempt. And that is Ben Twist running up the green with pants on.
Yeah, long pants, Twisty.
He's the only guy out there in zone 12 today with pants. He hates the cold, Twisty. So, and he has been fined. Immediate fine. Oh, yeah, immediate fine. Yep.
Well, Carlos just trying to do a very similar thing, I'd say.
Yeah, he's just trying to get to Nick's bowl that's on its running surface. If not, if he can get the gap. Well, that's okay.
How about fines for these fellas, look?
Oh, well, Jeffrey went, and Alan Kane on the right. I don't know the zone 4, and our chairman of selectors that doesn't have a zone thing on, zone jacket on, Nick Morthorpe.
On his camera. Well, there we go.
He's got the jack. Oh, unfortunately, he's now 2 down.
Another multiple.
Yep.
That's a very good attempt. 20-9 now. 12 ends in. Past the halfway mark on this rink. And we keep going.
We've got some scores from other games, mate. 51-20 after 32 ends for zone 15 over zone 5.
That's it. So other
zone 16, 33-25 after 30. And the winner of that goes through.
That's right, yeah. 44-35, I think, is the interesting one. 11 over 14. Yeah, and what's on our rinks?
10's 31-25 over zone 3 after 33.
That's it. So ours are the top 4. So zone 8 and zone 1 having a close one. 27-24 after 24. Zone 9, 15. Zone 2, 46. Zone 2, that's here. No, that doesn't make sense. That's next door. So, geez, they're putting the pressure on too. Zone 2 really jumping up there. They want it badly. It says 40-20 on there, but it's actually, as you can see on our scoreboard, 45-20. It's actually just jumped up 47-20, in fact. I'll go around and fix up all the individual rinks shortly. Family club here. You can hear some kids in the background.
Ah, they'll be all right.
Getting their lollies, having fun. No, they're fine. 11-7.
Another excellent start there by Michael Phillips.
Yep. He's full of those good starts, mate. He's putting on just a brilliant display of bowls.
Gebbie on the backhand. You can see a little bit of weight there. It hangs, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just stops out. It's almost like the Charlestown carpet. You put a little bit of weight on it. Just will not lean over. This one coming around, nearly touching Jack, very close. That's one to zone 4. Actually, he indicated one down. Brad didn't. Excuse me.
Blake
Bradtke. I bet he gets that a lot.
Probably does.
Yeah, he indicated one down, so it's probably further back than it looks. I've often said if it looks close, the Jack High bowl will be the shot.
Pretty deceptive on the TV, isn't it? You think the back bowl there on the line is shot?
Yep.
Let's see if Daniel can do it again. Just a touch quicker and a touch wider. So at the moment, Two Shoes, I've just had a look at the bowls link thing, and if Zone 10 get through and win the third match, and Zone 16 beat 13, that'll be tomorrow's other semi. So a lot of bowls still to be played yet, and I got a whisper that Zone 10 got 5 on the last end to win by 1 shot in their round.
Oh, that's right, they did too.
Against Zone 14.
Well, they were celebrating in this club because obviously we're in Zone 10.
Yes, I'm sure we'll see a lot of locals out here tomorrow if Zone 10 are here. Just running through there. Nick. Oh, Anthony or Tony. Is he going to get a bit of snow? He's running through as well.
Yeah, little again mishmash of bowls at the back. No real advantage to either team. Zone 12 holding 1.
Drop a metre here, Nick. Let's see if you can get back. This is close.
Yeah, this will turn right in and just ahead of Jack, I think.
Oh, no, just draw the shot.
Just perfect, in fact. Sorry about that. I thought he was going to cut under those wide turners, but geez, he just hung on beautifully. That's a great bowl. Oh, goodness.
Come on, have a drive. Willie, no, on the draw. Try to trail him off.
Corey Hedges, g'day, mate.
Corey. Great guy, Corey. Used to be the greenkeeper at St John's.
One of the guys talking about Zone 6 and Zone 7. I tend to agree, but nothing I can do about it. Not my call. I'd want to play.
Yeah, of course, but, you know, there's no possible result. I'd say both zones have had 2 losses and both of the other zones have had 2 wins. So even in the format, if there was a quarter-final, Ben, you know, they wouldn't be able to get through. So why not take the journey on home and see your loved ones tonight, possibly? So, you know.
So wet and cold at Shoalhaven Heads. He had TSG saying he had long thermal pants, long pants, and others still had shorts on. Well, if you've ever met Shippo, Warren Shipley, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, we've got a supporter out there for Zone 12 in the moment out there, and it'll be lucky to be 10 degrees with the wind chill out there, and he's in shorts and thongs.
What?
He's ex-cowboy, and I won't say any more.
That's crazy. It is cold out there, I can tell you now.
Will it turn here for Blake? If he can get down onto the jack. Unfortunately, he's crashed. But he's opened the head up a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Carl doesn't change here. They're having a bit of a chat. No, I was wrong. It's currently 13 degrees here, mate.
That's cold enough.
A little bit of protection here. Under the light green. He could get back to the back bowl here, Carl. If he does, he's got a little bit of love, and he's drawn second shot. And I'd say actually 3.
Looks like 3 still at the moment. Jack did move a little bit, but I don't think enough to bring in that back bowl. That's positive line without the real positive power.
He's just up quick. Well, there's another 3. And since they've changed this length, 2 shoes, it's been all zone 12. It was 5-9 after 7, and now it's 23-9 after 13. So
yeah, 5 all after 5 as well. So it was close.
Yep.
Not anymore.
No, that's 18 shots in 6 ends.
So what have I got on the big board? 36 ends down. 50-22, and very worrisome for zone 4.
Another spectacular start there by Michael Phillips.
He's obviously well coached, well looked after, because Michael Phillips is probably my player of the game at the moment.
Yeah. Everybody might say he mightn't have the most perfect action, but at point of delivery, he comes out beautifully and smooth, and he's put it on an exhibition. And I know just to the right of screen, right at this moment, there's probably a couple of selectors there, state selectors.
Yep, I'll be watching
on. And there are a couple of spots open, I know, this year, 2 shoes in the open men's.
I'd have to assume that all the spots would be open.
Well,
technically
they are. But there's a couple of retirees from last year.
So 2 guaranteed spots open.
2 guaranteed spots open. Pretty hard to change an open men's side when they go through undefeated and lose 1 rink from the Nationals from last year.
That's pretty true. I can argue that.
So, it's very, very interesting. Play a bit of he might be a bit of desperation here. Play a bit of weight up through the head here. Looks like he's coming on his backhand. Here, Daniel.
It's funny to say that, because desperation's exactly right. That's not going anywhere near it. It seems, well, it's not panic, maybe nonchalance, maybe a little bit of fatalism in this game at the moment.
Yeah, down by 28, just past halfway. Well, that's only going to block the shot, whatever they were trying to achieve. I can't see why he couldn't play a little bit of weight on the forehand here. He's trying to play a backhand draw now after a drive. So from driving to drawing, hardest shot in the book, I'd say. Normally you're heavy, and that's what's happened. I can't see why he wouldn't play a little bit of weight up there on the forehand.
Yeah.
2 shoes. Got his both bowls up there.
Yeah, most of the options of that side, and still very much there now that one's there. It's not in a bad place, but yeah.
You out wide enough with Nick with your turning bowls.
He's going to run into the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what has he got left? He hasn't got much left now. Blake?
It'd almost be worth making this one, getting him to run this one through, clearing out the front so that he gets an opportunity to have a go at that jack. There's just not much else on. Anthony Fisher will need to stop.
Still, I agree. Sacrifice a bowl to hit the two front bowls, and you never know, but you might clear something out, and you've got, something to work with. And Nick's just a shy on a bit of weight. So, yeah, that's what he's asked him to do. Hit it, open it up a little bit. Well, he's not going to miss this time.
Kaboom. Oh, jeez. Nearly got the jack too.
But unfortunately, he's put another bowl in for zone 12 to be thrown down.
Yeah, they can see it now. It's such an important thing. You're right. At this point, the one, that extra one, the 23-9 down. But he can see the jack. He's got more opportunities now than he had earlier. Just while they're crossing, mate, I've just received a message about King's Cup that I'm doing next week, which is a bit exciting. We've got good players here. Robbie Warren's going to be there. Steve Sprod, Brian Suckley, who we saw in the seniors from Taraji. We've got
Zone 16.
Players from Berry, Beau Prideaux, Greg Jeans, and Mark Hobble will be there from Cabra.
Yep.
A couple of teams from Brontes, Culburra, Husky, Canberra, Conjola, Warilla. Players from Sussex, players from all over the place, including my mate Franklin Fong, by the way, which I can't wait for. Scotty Matheson, Brian Tisdale.
Isn't Scotty Matheson your mate?
He's my mate, Scotty.
Yeah, he's my mate. He's a legend, that man.
Absolute champion. Dean Aitken. And Jacob Aitken will be there. Some really good names in there. Mark Wallace, Paul Goddard.
Carl's put a backwood in. He could nearly go for the yellow here, which is while standing up, or just try to draw around the front. Even if he's under, he could get another shot here. Carl, drifting up underneath. Well, that's made for a little bit more of a target here for Blake. He drove wildly the first.
I've got to mention Jesse Nerona's in there too. Recently retired Jackaroo. Here we go. Can
he get the jack?
He has.
He has.
And
is it in?
I don't think it died. I think that last line is the outer rink. Oh. And I'm going to guess 2.
Well,
big conversion.
1 or 2? He says it's 1. I didn't see what it was. It's definitely 1.
1 at least, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, definitely 1. That button there. Big board says 25-53 after 38. And zone 4 get the jack back for the first time in a fair while, mate. How many ends?
6.
Unreal.
6 ends, 18 shots for zone 12. So
averaging 3 shots. Oh, we got a blank line on there again. Someone's added something blank. Stop it. Someone called Anonymous Elephant has added a blank line. Can't do anything about that.
Good start. Short in the length here. Gone to a medium length. Good start there by Steve Galvin. Be interesting to see how Michael Phillips adjusts. And right on cue. I'll take shot. Thank you. Nothing stopping him today.
He has he adjust perfectly. Just he's unreal.
I would think, being an ex-state selector. The squads will be announced next week for the state selection series. Cabramatta in a couple of weeks' time. And I would widely suggest 2 shares that this young man will be in. If not...
Just going to say I put an EOI in for that.
Did you?
Yep. Because it was funny.
I didn't think Bowls New South Wales staff were allowed to play.
I don't know, least instant surely have a good look. But, yeah. What have you won? I won my club triples twice.
There you go.
Club port. I do it every year.
Very good bowl there by Daniel. Yeah, a lot of people can do it. There's no problem with it. You're expressing your interest to get into it. Why not?
I still think it's funny. only now because I'm in the staff. So, I'm not the only one that does it, by the way. There's a few of us around that put in spurious entries. Oh, yeah. Very good.
Be close. It'll be up and down there for shot. Be very, very close. Little touch of the jack here for Jayden Gebbie in zone 12. He could make 2 or 3. If not, just draw the shot. Look a bit tighter here, Jayden. Depends how his weight is. He did walk after it. And I drop a little bit short.
I'm going to be watching that from now on. I'm not going to be able to get that out of my head.
Walking after the bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's, I say to a lot of people walk after it, but my coaching lesson was that you don't start walking after it till halfway down. You can run after it, if you can run.
Yeah, I actually found that one of the guys, when I moved to Huskisson, one of the guys pointed that out. He used to follow my second bowl down. This is going to hit the jack.
And made 2.
Beautiful. Yeah, you used to follow it, and yeah, it'd often be short or wide or something like that. And the answer is because you're not staying down. That bowlers that pose at the bottom, so important, just to hold you steady. So I do the old count to 3 now.
Some people, it's part of their delivery, but you see them just taking that extra step. Can Nick get the jack here?
Nick, jack.
Well, there you go. A little bit of love.
Yep, the touch and run, and he's nailed it. It's going to be tough to get a shot off these guys. They zone 4 having to work very hard for the last end.
I just think they've switched up to another gear here, zone 12. They know the importance of this game, but getting some really good form and getting used to the greens out here. That's what he's doing. And holds a bit here, Nick.
Well, just won the little edge again, didn't he?
Yep. Put a bit of the slide. Definitely won.
$57.25 after 40. 23 ends remaining overall in this game. 13 ends down here. 13 ends on the far rink. The middle rink been a little bit slow.
Oh, there's a possibility of a couple of kills.
Yeah, I think there was one very early and then one just recently.
And we'll be back again tomorrow. Bowls New South Wales for the semi-finals and the final of the Interzone.
That's pretty relaxed. Hot coffee. Nick Cahill. Yeah, we'll be back. Semi-final, 8:30 tomorrow morning. Final pretty soon after that, 12:30, something around there. No, that's when it's due. These guys jumped out pretty quickly too. That was the other reason we were late, by the way. I hadn't even had a chance to go and get my cameras, and I got asked to move the middle one.
All right.
Because they were ready for a roll-up. Oh, someone's celebrating next door pretty loud, yeah.
And we've got a couple of spectators. They've had enjoying their afternoon under the heaters. So Needs to be a bit wider here. Cahill, can he get through the gap? Oh, he's made a second shot.
Definitely has. Nick Cahill has a sip of coffee and casually puts up 2 fingers.
Not much on here for Blake. Try to play a bit of a running shot if he can. Sit the Bowlsby's too wide. If he's going to hit anything, he's going to only hit a zone 12 bowl in.
He's really wanting that on. I think Carl's got to turn over now. Oh, he's going to aim at that, is he?
Yeah, well, that's Jayden's. His seconds, or he's just trying to look at an open draw on the forehand if he wants to. He's got both.
And he's got Nick coming up on that side as well. A similar result. Yeah, forehand's what he's playing.
Just a nice draw here. Even if he turns the bowl over, it doesn't matter. He'll get another shot.
Turns it over and runs with it.
Well, that's what he's done.
Yep.
And I'd say he's close to 4. That's 3. And
26-9 and a pretty ugly scoreline.
Could be 26-10, or they got a shot the last
Oh,
end.
apologies. Yeah, they did. Yep.
Could be 26-10 or 11. I'm not sure. They're 2 shoes.
It'll be on the board very soon. $12, actually. That says 26-12 after 15.
12, so they got 3 on that last one.
Yeah, we didn't see the result. Didn't see they flashed their fingers up and chucked him down straight away. So hard work.
That one's live.
It is live, yeah. Just realised that. I'll turn him off. There we go. Can't wait to get a new one of these audio mixers, mate. It's getting upgrades at some point soon.
That's good.
I'm very excited. Love playing with new electronics.
And back to the same formula for zone 12 on this rink, T to T. And that's what you want. You want to see your lead being up to the jack. And he's just a bit slight missing there, but, pretty reasonable. Many of us would be out there be cheering. We got that close.
You're not wrong.
We'd be cheering. You beauty.
Best day ever. 19-5 after 12 next door as well.
Yeah, I'd say Fergo was playing with a different set. He had a tighter set of arrows this morning, and he's changed and gone to a slightly wider set. I think he might have gone to his evolves. That's another good shot there by Jayden Gebbie. He had a dynamics this morning, Ben, and they just weren't working for him on the green. So he's got a nice set, his orange set, which got a little more turn to him.
Well, speaking of skinny, oh no, it's probably on the line. It just was not the weight.
Yeah.
It's the other way around, yeah. Sun's starting to shine through the windows in front of us, mate. That's exciting.
Well, might put the temperature up a couple of degrees, eh? Not a bad line again here by Jayden. Just needs to beat his own bowl. Even if he sits the back. No, I won't do that. I'll just draw the dead shot. Shot.
Perfect. They're on fire, the Zone 12 team. Zone 4, no slouches at all, by the way. There's some really good players in this team. They're just being outclassed at the moment. Winning all 3 rinks. This one by 14 shots. Next door by 14 shots. And the far rink by 6.
Well, I would have said it. I'm pretty sure in the team chat going into this last one, they would have wanted to really put out a statement, and they are. So Nick gets past the front. He's going to be close as well. Well, it's another. Still plenty of room here for Anthony Fisher. I don't think he's got the weight or the line 2 shoes.
No, not even close. No. Under, short. Nick wasted no time on the mat.
And he's done the same.
Yeah. Well, he did because
he wants to get to that coffee.
He ran off the mat. That's the same thing you've noticed. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Anthony will make a correction.
Well, he's got a better line.
He's a very good bowler. He really is.
But he is flying.
What was that, 4? 5?
It's 5. And it's still a nice, there's a nice open draw there on the forehand. So, I
haven't seen much of this on our streams, ladies and gentlemen. Private Eye running is the only running dive he does. That's Private Eye going, man.
He's in the paddock. He's he doesn't go that great in the autumn. It's well known that he doesn't go that great in the autumn, but look out for Private Eye in the spring. I'll just say to that. As Carl adds another, and that'll be 6. So it's a couple of biggie bowls here for Blake. Lines out there, but how's his weight?
Nope. Not even to the front bowls. In fact, the shortest bowler there. Geez, he looks disappointed with himself. I can just see it in the other camera. If I push that up, you'll see his back turned.
He's not. They're not pleased. Well, he's not getting much help up front,
correct,
unfortunately. And Carl's just wanted another metre, and he's going to draw the shot. And
nailed it.
Yeah, well, that's all Blake has to do, though. 2 shoes. That's all he has to do.
Yeah, it's nice and open. It's definitely there for him. Let's get some confidence into his shots, and away he goes.
Oh, has he got the weight on that line?
Well, Anthony's interested. I reckon he's going to crash into the front.
Has he got the weight on that line?
Oh,
it's a humdinger for shot.
Oh,
7 down to 1 up.
Yeah, massive 8-shot turnaround.
You call that a humdinger?
I'd call it a humdinger. 6 now. 6:19 after 13 ends. Another camera. There it is.
21.
Jack's going in the hole. It's all going wrong, except for that last shot. What other scores have been updated yet? Let's see. I'll refresh this and see if I've got it right. Yep. So very close. Zone 8 versus Zone 1. 34-35 after 31. Obviously, we've seen this one. Zone 12 is... That's what we're watching. Zone 18... Sorry, Zone 18? 9. Zone 9. Zone 18. There isn't one. Zone 9, 18. Zone 2, 55. So that's big. Zone 5, 25. Zone 15, 48. And then go to the other club. Zone 16, 43. Zone 13, 26. That's big.
Yep.
Winner of that through to the final. Zone 11, 56. Zone 14, 37. And a close one between Zone 3 and Zone 10, 36, 38 after 42.
Well, Zone 10 need to win that match. I'd say Zone 16 will be through. They'll be the other semi-finalist here. So there's only really one semi-finalist to be decided. The 2 semi-finalists from this 2 sections have really been decided, with Zone 12 and Zone 2 comfortably in front at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So what we've got to just worry about is who will win the section with Zone 10. Well, there's probably the 2 worst bowls that Michael Phillips has played this weekend, or so far.
Yeah, I obviously haven't seen him all weekend, but by far the roughest bowls he's put in today. It's just, they're not terrible anyway. They're good positional bowls, but yeah.
Just short there by Daniel. A couple of feet here for Jayden. Needs to run on that line.
Gee, I thought I was going to stop a metre ago. It's still going.
Yeah.
Second shot.
I think these greens will be a really good pace tomorrow. If we don't get a heavy dew, too much of it, we shouldn't.
We shouldn't get a heavy dew, not with
Not
the
with
breeze.
the wind,
Ladies, yeah.
no. These greens should be pretty good tomorrow.
Geez, earlier this week, I don't know if you saw any of it, mate. We had fogs in the morning and the heaviest dew I've ever seen in my life.
I was at Dundas.
Yeah, yeah.
Tuesday, and that was foggy and quite heavy dews earlier in the week. Shouldn't get that tomorrow, I wouldn't think. Just needing another couple of feet here, Jayden. He's not a bad line here. He could be onto the jack. Oh, he didn't need that. Well, see if Anthony can follow up with Daniel's great shot.
Someone's put a score on the wrong side over there. Fix that. So 5:21 after 13 in the middle.
Yep.
The outer rink 9:14 after 14. And our rink 26:13. Which means I haven't got that up after, which I thought was 15 ends, but it might be 16.
Cracking shot there by Nick. Sit the bowl, shot bowl for 2.
So they nearly doubled them on at each factor of 10. They've got to. So Zone 4 was on 10, 12 was on 20. Now we're nearly at 30 and Zone 12 on 60. We're pretty close actually. What have we got there? 28 to 61. So they've gone backwards a shot. They're just doing their math over there, clearly. This has been one of the most bizarre things with scoreboards I've ever seen in my life.
What's that?
This in the zone. And it's been happening for the last few days, except for obviously yesterday, where the scores go backwards.
Yeah, well, they get told the shots and then they go and check the board. So, and by the way that we've got the scores,
looks all right.
Looks close.
There's a one end difference, which means someone's gone wrong somewhere.
So there's a one shot and one end difference, but we'll get it fixed, mate.
No, I'm not fussed. Like I said, as long as the big board's updated, I'm okay.
Can Blake just get around the front and get the jack?
Yes, he can.
He's done it.
But you're right about him having a rescue every end. He's not getting presented with heads that are really conducive for him to just play nice, fine, building bowls. He's had to rescue. And that's concerning. You don't want to skip doing that every end.
Carl wanting to sit the green here. He's all over it. Shot. What a great shot, Carl Healey, to make shot.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Can he do it again, Blake? Not a bad line, 2 shoes.
I reckon he's under.
Yeah, you're right. Great call. Well done. Is he 2 or 3? No, he's 2.
So, yep.
Bit wider. Give it a draw. Mick thought he said, I'll put the mat down already. Naughty boy.
He's naughty boy. He's looked at it and going, no, that's dead. It's number 2.
You got 2. That's 2 more. And after 17, it's now 26, 28.
Like I said, these guys absolutely flying through these ends. They are not messing around by any means. Have a look at the other 2 rinks on 14 and 13 ends respectively. This one on 17. Quick game's a good game. As the cool kids say.
And we'll conclude our coverage after this.
If it was really close,
Yeah.
we'd hang around. But
Yeah.
I just don't see it changing from here.
Yep.
I'll keep an eye on it. If it comes back, we will. Excuse me, everyone. Don't mean to cough in your ear. And again, perfectly positioned. Give that man a cookie.
He played pretty brilliant.
Yeah, my player of the match, without a shadow of a doubt at the moment. He's just been consistently good. He's had one wild end and wasn't that bad. 65, 28, 47. So we can jump on and find some... find the actual rink scores and make sure we are fully up to date. 9-16 after 16 on the far end. This has felt like a short game. It hasn't been. Obviously, they're playing the full length. It's just, I guess they're climbing the ladder they're getting through the ends very swiftly, aren't they? 21.
Yeah, there hasn't been any kills. The players are quite quick. Both Zone 12 and 4 are quick players. They're not mucking around. There hasn't been much discussion about what shots that need to be played. Skips haven't been coming up to the head to discuss shots.
That's the one. Yep.
Yeah. And that all changes next year. I believe thirds can be able to come up to the head next year.
So I've heard about it, but I haven't heard any complaints, by the way.
I don't mind the rule that it is now, though. It makes the game quicker. It's going to make... I think it's going to make state championships and that slower, because there'll be more... there's importance of the games.
Yeah.
I think you guys might be in...
Here we go.
It's a great shot here by Jayden. I think there's an issue could be at state championships in that. Some of the key games, pennant finals and all that, because there might be time limits. Might have to come into board or something like that, especially, pairs and fours where there's a lot of changeover of time and discussions between thirds and skips. So... that could cause time issues for state championships to get completed on a day, or they're not going to get completed till after 6 or 6 o'clock or something like that.
It'll be interesting to see what comes out. I'm not really sure. I'll sit there and we'll make an assessment again, and then match committee can do their thing. But 4 very short bowls by, not very short. Yeah, no, very short. I'll just say it. Short bowls by Zone 4. Nick throwing that one in pretty short as well.
He's covering the front.
Yes, right, but there's 4 at the back. Zone 12 are holding.
I think there's, in saying that, what I was saying too, I think there's, venues might have to have some lights on them too, shoes.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Night bowls is way better than day bowls.
Yeah.
Bumped into Nick. Has he thrown him far enough? No.
Do another draw. He can probably get around it, or if he's slightly tired, be underneath through the gap. Even if he's underneath the one closest to the line. But the way his bowls swing, he can be around these. He needs to get to the back. He'll be a counter.
Well and truly. Yep.
Thumbs up by Carl. I'll have another sip of coffee. Maybe 4. There'll be definitely 3 here.
Well, which one's Anthony going to crash into his own? Might hit it. No. Yeah, not enough. So 3 or 4 or 5, one of those numbers.
Well, I reckon it's only 3. I think the light green beats the back. Not much there for Blake, though. He's looking at that going, what do I do? There's not much there for him.
Next door, Zone 12 just scored a 4. 25-6 now after 15 ends. 69-28 after 48. Will they go the whole distance is the question. They don't have to. If they concede that Zone 12 are going to win, then Zone 12 will win. There's no other choice. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. It's a good point too. It's a good point because Zone 4 can finish this early if they wanted to, because it's Zone 12 have the match in hand and they are the section winners. So it's probably a couple, maybe 3. It's going to have a... You could play up here on the backhand here, Carl. You could touch the jack. You could make half a dozen. Play tied up on the backhand.
A little breeze kicking up, and just watching one of my cameras shake a bit out here. And
He wants to be under that. Doesn't want to hit it fat. He might give it away.
oh dear,
Oops.
who's setting challenges for himself now? Someone's trying to get in, mate. Won't be a sec.
And that should be 1 to Zone 4, which it is. And it's now 28-14. That was 1 to Zone 4.
1 to Zone 4.
Yep.
Takes them off 13 anyway for you superstitious types out there.
Plenty of them.
Yeah. Discovered one of my Facebook friends was what's the word I'm looking for? A flat earther recently, so they're no longer a Facebook friend of mine.
Got rid of them?
Yeah, boom, gone away. Queenslander as well.
So you're going to back New South Wales in the Origin on Wednesday?
It's a good question.
Oh, is it now?
First
We've
of all-
got something to discuss.
First of all, I've got to decide whether to watch it or not. Being a West Aussie, but here's the question. I live in New South Wales. I've been living here a long time. But the first place I lived after Western Australia was Queensland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in Indooroopilly, near
Yes.
Brisbane there.
Yes.
But do I choose my current state or the first place I went to? But then I never even looked at a rugby league game when I was over there used to hang around Victorians.
So you understand the game now, though. Last time I was talking to you, you weren't sure.
So I've watched 2 halves of rugby league this weekend. Newcastle versus whoever that Bulldogs, I think it was.
Yeah, Canterbury. Yep, Bulldogs.
And whatever was happening Friday night, Thursday night. I can't remember one of those.
Parramatta.
Yeah, I definitely watched Parramatta.
Oh, that's a shame.
That was against Cronulla. That's right.
Yes.
And
I played
he's done
Phillips.
it again. Yeah.
Yep.
9-17-17. Sorry, just update that one. I've been waiting
You're
for
right,
him to go the other way. Yeah, and there were a couple of things that I was watching and I dead set just got very confused about. I had no concept of what was going on. Some forward pass, knock on, nope, hang on, someone pulled the ball out of the other guy's hands and that was a bad thing or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah, no idea. It's just a foreign game still to me, but I'm learning. It's good fun. It is good fun to watch, don't get me wrong.
Oh, well, at least the Sydney Swans are showing great form this year.
How good are they?
Yes.
Terrifying.
Yes. Very much so.
They've definitely become a team that no one wants to play against. Much like Zone 12 here, by the way.
Oh, don't worry. Zone 2 are showing some great form against Zone 9. Anyway, holding 1, possibly I'd say 1 at least here, Zone 12. Daniel Stanley. Just needed a little bit. Just overcorrecting. It's one thing he just overcorrects with his weight a little bit. Daniel, he's got the perfect line. It just his overcorrection's a little bit too much. Only young fella. Yes, Jayden comes in. Yeah. Somebody would say that's a good bad bowl, but it's definitely a shot. Trailer Jack's on here for Zone 4. Can make him Watsa if he gets it.
He's clunked the outside of that bowl and moved it a bit. I don't think he's done enough. Oh, 1 to zone 12. Yep, this is the call from Cahill.
Where's the danger? Turn Jayden's purple-black bowl over, or just be behind would be perfect here for Nick. Or even crash. Oh, no.
Yeah, it didn't really move enough, I don't think, but the shot's on the other way for Anthony now.
Yep. Nice positive draw on the forehand here. Sorry, mate.
Someone up there swinging off one of my cables.
Oh, are they?
Not for long. No, it's all right. Oh, look, there we go. There's the shot.
Yep.
He just played the right way to do it. He didn't play it too heavy. He played it nice and neatly, and they have pulled up a shot. Zone 4.
There's 2 options here. He can go quick on the backhand or just try to play a positive trail down through back to Jayden's bottom right. So he might go backhand quick here, driving. That's what he's done. Well, it's swing enough for him. He's got the jack. Oh, there you go.
Well, he touched it and ran back with it. It's a long way back, so he'll be holding shot.
I think he's gone out of bounds. Yep. He's gone out of bounds. That's his on the bank there.
Yep, so whose is the best one?
Jayden's black and
Jayden
purple
Gebbie.
On just the right of the line. So zone 12 holding 1.
So the mark, do you think, or did they not move it?
Where the
Yellow thing is?
yellow thing is indicating of the. That's the indicating of the bowl, and the jack is the red marker. So they've got 2 markers here at Northmead or NBC Sports. One for the bowl and one for the jack. And I think Carl might have a bit more room to worry than that. He's 1 down, but just a little bit of room here to draw a shot.
Only at 4 or 5 metres. Even I could draw into that.
You sure?
Oh, yes. I'd be gutted if I couldn't manage to draw into that. He's drawn it right to the tee.
Still plenty of room.
Yeah.
Surprised they're not going the other hand, but they want to make sure they're on the swinging hand here.
The tee, of course, being the 2 metre mark from the ditch. Wide ditches here too, by the way. Something I've noticed.
Yeah,
not
good
quite.
ditches. Nice and even. That's why I was surprised. Carl didn't. I thought Carl would change. And that'll be 2 to zone 12 if he stops.
It'll stop. It's pretty heavy on the back. At the back there, so.
Yep.
Another
And
2.
Another 2. And after 19 ends, it's 30 to 14. Am I right? Yep.
That's right. We go up and back.
And that'll be the end of our day.
And I'll go bring my cameras in and hope that nothing breaks overnight. It's been a rough few days here at Interzone. Play's been brilliant, but, geez, these live streaming gigs are tough on when things start going wrong.
And hopefully we can fix all the issues with Facebook tomorrow. And, of course, Bowls New South Wales will be back tomorrow for the semi-finals. And that'll be from the other sections. So that'll be Zone 16 versus probably Zone 1.
Yep.
Zone 10, I should say. Not Zone 1, Zone 10. At the moment, that'll be decided, of course, with on BowlsLink results, and that'll be advertised.
It's a jump on the results portal. It's a powerful tool in BowlsLink. Probably the best thing about BowlsLink in my mind at the moment.
Yep.
And jump on and have a look. You'll be able to see what games, what the results, what's coming up, who's playing who, and even who we're live streaming.
Yeah. At the moment, they're up by about 8 or 9 shots in Zone 10. So they're in front. Just going through those scores now. So,
but on this game here, mate, 53 ends. There's 10 ends to go. It's 77-29.
Yep.
48 shots between the two teams, and fait accompli, as the French say. Make sure I got this right. Scores up. Yep, 26-6, 21-9. Nope, I don't have that right score up, but
Zone 10 being up by 8 with 11 to play. So that stays the same. They'll be there. They'll be the semi-final from section 3 and 4 as Jayden Gebbie comes in and makes another one to make 3. So yeah, so it'll be at the present moment Zone 10 versus Zone 16 and Zone 2 versus Zone 12 tomorrow.
Just going to once again shout out to Michael Phillips. Look, Jayden Gebbie's been good. Nick's been probably up and down a bit in his standards. Cahill's obviously been good and early threw a few short ones. But Michael Phillips has definitely been the best and most consistent performer on the green right now. He's done an exceptional job. I'll give him all the credit.
You'll find, Two Shoes, when you've got... I totally agree. You'll find that if your leading seconds are like what they've done today is building their head. And here, look, they've made 4 shots with their 4 bowls. You'll see that the third will actually be a cover position or put bowls in different areas. So sometimes it's a little bit harder or a little bit more difficult as a third because you're playing different shots, or they might only have 1 bowl on the head. So you can find that he's trying to drive that bowl or sit the bowl out. So
yeah, look,
it's a different game sometimes as third when these guys are playing so well.
Yeah, exactly right. You're not wrong. It gives you more options, I guess. When they're playing well, you're either building or covering.
Yeah.
And Nick up and about again, watching this one go. Hopefully back is what he wants. He wants to match up that one at the back.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying. Yeah, it's exactly what he's doing. He's not drawing. But he's always playing always different weight, and sometimes you try to get into that rhythm. It's a little bit harder. So, yeah. Unfortunately, there's a drive. Is he going to get 2? Oh, he's got the jack. Still 1, maybe 2 down here. 4.
Yep.
1. Still the draw here by Cahill. Really not much else. Game's over.
Yeah, might as well keep practicing. I'm just looking. There's another shot going on each side. 78-30, making the math for me very easy. To 55.
Just lacking... Yeah, just like good weight. Just lacking the line. So... Interesting to see what Cahill plays here. He might play a backhand at the second shot bowl. They've got first, third, and fourth.
Yeah.
Play up underneath the yellow and blue. You might just something to practice.
Just cross through and hit that black and white one away, and he should be there for a few more.
He might. Have a look at it from where he is. He can trail the jack on that hand. If he gets the edge, inside edge of that, he could get onto the jack. That's what he's looking at. Here, Cahill. How's the weight? Doesn't turn much, this bowl.
Well,
he can trail it.
Just credit. The other thing I didn't see happening, I didn't see him running in Anthony's bowl. I thought he was either narrow and crossing a mile, or just hitting that black bowl, and hitting that one, it just didn't look like it was going to do it. Well,
Blake's after the crash onto that and take the shot bowl out, and he's done that, and they're won.
Very good shot.
Well played. That's 2, they're saying. Backhand draw here for Cahill. Pretty well much the same shot he played the last time. Will that come back, Two Shoes?
Hard to tell. Yeah, looks like it so far, doesn't it? Doesn't look like it's going to...
Is it going to creep?
Oh.
I favour the straight bowl, but iffy.
Everything except the shot, I reckon. It was brilliant to watch.
He's gone to the forehand draw. I'd still say 4 have got 1.
Yeah.
You guys declared it? Yep. So I can pick the jack up, and that's 1. So we're into our last end of the coverage this afternoon. 30 to 15. And I'd just like to thank you, mate, to allow me to come back in here and commentate with you this afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always.
Oh, mate, I've enjoyed sitting here with you, mate. It's good. And the famous Predator Dive, you're more than welcome. Welcome back tomorrow as well, depending on what you want to watch. It's no obligation.
Hey, mate, well, I'm more than happy to be back here if you need any assistance. You just let me know, and I'm more than happy to come back and help you out tomorrow.
No worries, Divey. I've also got Jesse Cahill sitting there ready to... I think actually surprised she didn't come in and join us this afternoon.
Yes, I'm surprised as well.
We like the ladies' voices on this. We do does tend to be all the blokes all the time.
Well, I'll be back here tomorrow watching, so more than happy to help you out.
Thanks,
if
mate.
you want to.
I think just thinking the last time with Jesse Cahill jumped on the mics, the reason she did was there was a heater behind us. It was freezing in Charlestown, so she just spent half an hour under the heater warming up, talking to us before she nicked off again.
Yeah, she's more than likely going to be here for watching.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I think once, like we said, it's the way it is now. Oh. That's why, right.
Not too bad bowls there by Steve. It's just needing a couple of feet here, Michael, to finish off a tremendous game of lead bowling. Might be slightly wide, a little bit more relaxed now. And
dead end next door, I think. They're looking at all
yes,
those bowls.
Ben Twist drove and smashed the jack 2 rings across to the right. Daniel Stanley just missing his line.
Yep. Well, there he is, Ben Twist, one of the great ones in his long pants.
And you've got a fine for the long pants. There's your mate, Bo
Purdue. Everyone knows Bo Purdue. Yeah, this is a good shot again. Jayden Gebbie.
Yeah, it's brilliant. That's what you want from your second if your lead misses. A bit more weight here by Daniel. I think he's going to crash though.
Yep. Just in fact didn't hit it all that hard and just rolled it in for a second shot.
A nice positive draw here for Jayden. If he trails the jack, good. Gets back to the back bowls, good. Up and over his own bowls. He's played it just about perfect.
That's a pretty good way to finish. Finish what has been a very good game for him as well.
Yeah, definitely the second half. He's had a great second half. Yeah.
He's going to crash something out here. Depends on what. No, he didn't. He hit and ran through.
Just made it a little bit worse for Zone 4, unfortunately.
Wow.
Draw to the grey, up and over the grey. If not, just past it here for Nick. He gets back to the back bowl. Just a touch quick. There's a little bit of frustration. Bang.
Yeah, but if you're going to finish it when you're 15 shots down on the last end, have a crack. Have a crack.
Let's see if he can drop that 2 metres here, Nick. I think he's tighter.
He is tighter.
He was running after it.
He's well short too. So just 8 ends to go, as I said, 47 shots between them. It's a bit of a shellacking here.
Yep.
32. Well, it's actually 32.78 after 57. So
And we'll probably conclude our coverage after this.
very soon after this, yeah.
Yep, after this conclusion of this end.
I can see the Scott Brannigan boys out there. Can't miss them, the giant redheads. Big red.
Yep.
I think Ethan got a run then too. Had a pretty good season in BPL. Platinum Pennant by all accounts. Did you watch that Sunday, mate? That final?
Yes, I did. Yep.
5 hours worth of...
riveting.
Oh, my God. That's the greatest game of bowls I've seen, and comments were coming through and saying pretty similar.
Yeah, it was a tremendous game. Some close scores coming through from the other area, from Dundas. I'm seeing here there's only 3 shots of difference between zone 10 and zone 3.
Oh, wow, yeah, I know, the 10's just up on the last end.
Here's Blake driving. He's made 2. Great shot, mate. Possibly 3.
Very good, yeah, it looks like 3.
And 5 shots of difference with 7 to play. 16 and 13. 16 in front.
Yeah, and 67-57 is the final score, zone 11-14. So zone 11 took that one out.
Carl's just running through there. And I'd say that'd be 2 there to zone 4.
2 would do it, mate. We're going to end our coverage there. Congratulations, Zone 12 winners and semi-finalists tomorrow, finishing on top of the ladder. Zone 4, valiant, but otherwise pretty much outclassed looking at those scores. Peter Dive, you've been a gem, mate. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Hopefully we see you tomorrow.
I'll be here. If you want me, I'll be here.
And we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:30 for the semi-final of the